Welcome back to the channel. Back again with another outside video today, right? So this guys, I want to talk to you guys about it's okay to change your life, right? It's okay to want to change your environment. If you're in the environment right now that you're not happy with, you need to consider wanting to figure out how I'm gonna get out of this environment. Like, let's say, because growing up, I'm not really, I wouldn't say I had I didn't grow up poor. I had a pretty decent life, right? But I did go to like a city school, right? I did go to a city school, and and I was adopted, man. So I talk about sometimes, man, like if it wasn't for my parents, man, if God didn't bless me with two parents that adopted me, man, I probably would be poor. I probably would have grew up like poor, man. I probably would have grown up like not, figuring things out myself. And, probably I don't know where I'd be if I wasn't adopted. So God knew that I needed a change, right? And I was a baby, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really, see that. But I'm talking about when I started getting older, man, when I went to that city school, I went to a city school. And I remember one time, man, somebody brought a gun to the school. Somebody brought a gun on the bus. And I remember, and I used to get into a fight. I used to get bullied and all that stuff. But my parents was like, hey, I want to take you to a school, a county school. And I was mad because I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave the school I was at. I was happy. I didn't want to leave my city school. I didn't want to leave, but it was like, nah, man, we gotta. Well, Jaden, we're the adults here. We're going to this different school. No ifs and buts about it. You know what I'm saying? We pay the bills in the house, but we finna rent. We're gonna rent a house out in the county for you to go to a better school, to be around a better environment. And I was so mad about that. I was so pissed, but it ended up working out for me, right? Because I went to a county school, and the environment was I wouldn't say it was much better, but I had more opportunities, right? Like, if I would have stayed in that city school, I wouldn't have gotten the opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten the opportunities like I did in the county, like my county school, and not like the city school. So I had opportunities. So I was able to go to college, right? Even though right now, man, college is a scam. Let's be real, right? College is a scam. If I had to do that all over again, if I would have had, my senior or my junior year, if I would have chosen, okay, what do I want to do after high school? What are the two paths I would do after high school? I would have chose either the JUCO route, because so I'm gonna be real with you guys. The only reason why I chose to go to college because I wanted to play football, right? I wanted to, play football. I wanted to continue my football career, and it didn't really work out in college, right? My grades weren't good. I wasn't focused or nothing like that, so I didn't take college seriously, right? So now it came back to bite me, because now I'm paying, student loans. I gotta pay. Well, I'm paying that off now, but I got I'm not gonna tell you how much I gotta pay back, man. So I'm paying that off slowly every month. So now I gotta pay that back, and what I'm saying, because it just shows like, okay, maybe college ain't for me. But if I would have chosen between like what I wanted to do after high school, I would have chosen JUCO, or the JUCO route, or trade school. If I don't regret my decision on going to Quincy University, then transferring to Missouri Baptist. I don't regret that. But if I would have made I wish I would have made a better decision. You know what I'm saying? Because my decision making wasn't the best either. I used to not make the best decision growing up. But I wish I would have chosen the JUCO route, or the yeah, the JUCO route or trade school. If I would have done that all over again, but you know, it happens. You learn from it. That was the past. You learn from it. You know, we got to move on, right? Move on with our lives, right? But yeah, man, I was afraid of change, right? And yeah, so and then also my senior year of high school, my parents wanted, you know, the house that, you know, I just moved out of. That's where, you know, my senior year of high school, we moved back, we moved again, and I had to drive where my parents are currently staying all the way out to my school. I went to my accounting school. And guys, I was so mad that we had to move back and that we had to move again and, you know, live in a different scenery. But the thing is, I was under my parents' roof, man. I was under my parents' roof. I couldn't do nothing about it. But I was afraid to change my scenery again, right? And every time I was afraid to change, it actually worked out for me in the end. So the point of the video, man, is it's okay to change, man. It's okay to change your scenery. It's okay to change your environment. It's okay to change your life, because change is for the better, man, right? Change is for the better. Like change can be a great thing. Change can take you places where you never dreamed of, and it can work out for you in the end. So, you know, if I would have never, if let's say this, if my parents decided to keep me in that city school I was at, do you think I would have had the opportunities I have today? No, I would have not. I wouldn't have had the opportunities I have today. You know, and you know, I know a lot of my, you know, cousins and everything don't have the same opportunities as me. You know what I'm saying? I wish they did, but you know what I'm saying? I can only control what I can control, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of them might be jealous of me, but I mean, it's not my fault, right? But God called me to, you know, for me to be in a change of scenery, so I can be able to take my life to the next level, right? God, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, many were called, but few are chosen, right? God chose me to move from where I was at to move into something better, right? God, you know what I'm saying? God chose me to move in a better area for myself. I mean, and the list goes on and on, right? So you gotta be willing to embrace the change. That's the point of the video, right? That's the point of the video. Just embrace the change, man. Embrace wanting to change your life. Embrace that. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. We only got one life to live, man. We only have one life to live, and you're the one that can want to change your life. You're the one that dictates the outcome of your life. It's on you at the end of the day. All right. So it's okay to change, man. You know, it's okay. It's okay. You know, change is for the better. All right. But anyways, that's all I got for this video. I'm out. Peace.